What does it truly mean to love and honor others above ourselves? This question, my friends, is as old as time itself, and yet it remains as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. It's a question that cuts to the core of our human existence, shaping our relationships, our communities, our societies. In an age where individualism often takes center stage, where the pursuit of personal goals and ambitions can overshadow our connections with others, the principle of loving and honoring others above ourselves might seem like a lofty ideal. It can be a challenge, no doubt about it. We all have our own dreams, our own struggles, our own desires, and yet we are called to look beyond ourselves, to extend love and honor to those around us. Now, you might be wondering, what does this look like in practical terms? Well, it's not about neglecting our own needs or becoming a doormat for others. No. It's about empathy, about seeking to understand before being understood. It's about being selfless, not selfish. It's about valuing the happiness and well-being of others just as much as our own. And let's not forget about honor. Honor is about respect. It's about acknowledging the inherent worth and dignity of every person we encounter. It's about treating others not just how we want to be treated, but how they deserve to be treated. But as we all know, this isn't always easy. Life's trials and tribulations can often make it hard to practice love and honor. We get caught up in our own problems, our own worlds, but that's exactly why this principle is so important. It's a reminder to step outside of ourselves, to embrace the interconnectedness of our human experience. Now let's delve into a verse that sheds light on this subject, Romans 12:10. Romans 12:10, a verse from the New Testament of the Bible, states, "Be devoted to one another in love, honor one another above yourselves." This simple yet profound verse has resonated across centuries, offering a timeless message of love and respect. Let's break it down. When we talk about devotion in love, we're not just talking about romantic love, we're referring to a broader, more inclusive kind of love. The kind of love that extends to our friends, our family, and even to those we may not know personally. It's a love that is selfless, patient, and unconditional. It's a love that seeks the good of the other, even when it's inconvenient or challenging. Now let's talk about honor. To honor someone above yourself doesn't mean to belittle or diminish your own worth. Rather, it's about acknowledging the inherent value of every individual. It's about treating others with dignity and respect, regardless of their status, race, or beliefs. It's about putting aside our own ego and prejudices to truly see the person in front of us. This verse hails from the book of Romans, penned by the Apostle Paul. Paul was addressing a diverse community of believers in Rome, a cosmopolitan city teeming with different cultures and social classes. His message was a radical one for its time, challenging the societal norms and encouraging a new way of relating to one another. But let's not forget, this verse isn't just a historical artifact, it's a living, breathing guide for our interactions today. It's a call to cultivate a spirit of love and honor in our daily lives, in our relationships, in our communities. In essence, Romans 12:10 encourages us to prioritize the well-being and dignity of others, a principle that can be a game changer in our relationships. Imagine the impact if we truly lived out the principle of Romans 12:10 in our daily lives. So let's delve into this. Picture a world where love and honor aren't just lofty ideals, but lived practices. Consider how these virtues could permeate our families, friendships, workplaces, and communities, transforming them from the ground up. In our families, think about a home where each member is genuinely devoted to one another in love. Parents and children, siblings, extended family, all honoring one another above themselves. This isn't about suppressing personal desires or needs, but about the shared commitment to treat each other with kindness and respect. This kind of love and honor could build households that aren't just places to live, but homes that nourish and uplift. Now let's think about friendships. Imagine if the bonds of camaraderie were fortified with the strength of love and honor. Friends wouldn't merely be companions in our journey through life, but pillars of support, sources of inspiration, and mirrors reflecting the best in us. And what about our workplaces? Envision an environment where colleagues honor each other's contributions, where leaders love their teams not just for what they achieve, but for who they are. This could foster workplaces that are not just about getting the job done, but about growing together, learning from each other, and creating something meaningful. Finally, let's consider our communities. Imagine neighborhoods, cities, countries where we love and honor each other, not despite our differences, but because of them. This could create societies where respect and unity aren't just slogans, but the very fabric of our coexistence. The transformative power of love and honor is immense. It has the potential to turn the ordinary into extraordinary, the mundane into meaningful, the routine into remarkable. Living out Romans 12:10 isn't just about making others feel valued, it's about cultivating a more loving and honorable world. As we wrap up, let's revisit the key points we've discussed. Today we've embarked on a journey through the depth and breadth of Romans 12:10, a verse tucked away in an ancient text that still resonates with profound relevance in today's world. This verse invites us to love each other with brotherly affection and to outdo one another in showing honor. We've delved into the historical and cultural context of this verse. We've explored how it was birthed in a time when honor was a social currency and love was a choice, not just a feeling. This verse then is not just an instruction but a radical call to action that challenged the status quo of its time. But Romans 12:10 isn't confined to the pages of history. It's a living principle, a guiding light that can illuminate the path we tread in our relationships and communities. It's a call to love genuinely, to honor others selflessly, to put aside our egos and lift others up. In a world that often prioritizes self-promotion and individual achievement, Romans 12:10 beckons us to a different way of living. It's an invitation to create a culture of honor, where we value others not for what they can do for us, but for who they are. It's a call to love deeply and authentically, to let our love be a force that uplifts, heals, and transforms. And so, as we step out from this exploration, let's carry with us the essence of Romans 12:10. Let's see it not just as a verse to be read, but a principle to be lived. Let's strive to love and honor others above ourselves, and in doing so, make our world a better place. Remember, Romans 12:10 isn't just a verse to be read, but a principle to be lived. Let's strive to love and honor others above ourselves, and in doing so make our world a better place.